Hey Laura, it's Tuesday, and this is my third punishment. You requested a list of things to do in the UK. Early on, I realized that I have to narrow it down quite a bit, so I focused on two things in England, two in Wales, two in Northern Ireland, and two in Scotland. The first thing I picked out for England is the Longleat Safari Park. It's this park, they have a bunch of wildlife there, I think, and you can do these drive-through safari tours. But the reason I stumbled upon it in the first place is because they have the largest hedge maze in Britain, and in the middle is this like observation tower. You can go up and look all over the maze, and after you can like try to find your way back out. The next thing I want to talk about is the Story Museum in Oxford. I did some research, and somewhere it reads, Alice in Wonderland, Narnia, Middle-earth were all worlds which emerged from the streets of Oxford. And they have this museum there. I think it's primarily aimed at children, based more on exploration, so it doesn't have like a predetermined path you should take. And as someone who loved all of these stories, I think this would be really fun and really great to do. Okay, next up is Wales, and there I found some interesting places you can stay in. First off are lighthouses. I went to booklighthouse.com, and there are a couple of lighthouses in which you can stay overnight. Yeah, look at these pictures. I mean, I would love to stay in a lighthouse for a little bit. The second place I found is called Gladstone's Library. They call themselves a residential library, so you can actually stay there overnight. You don't sleep in the library itself, but they have like a couple of guest rooms you can stay in. Okay, our next destination is Northern Ireland, and it is actually one of my favorite parts about this list because I found some pretty amazing stuff there. First off, the Dark Hedges. It's like this road lined with trees. Also, at night, I saw some pictures. It looks really fucking scary. We don't have to go at night, but maybe we should. The second thing I picked out for Northern Ireland is called the Big Fish in Belfast. It's this 10-meter long fish statue. It's supposed to be a representation of the Salmon of Knowledge, which is a creature from Irish mythology, and I read about it a little bit, and the story is really funny. I liked it a lot. So yeah, I would love to see this giant fish, I guess. Okay, last but not least is Scotland. And before we start, I think I kind of have to explain myself a little bit. Back when I went to the UK for the first time with my mom, like 10 years ago, we absolutely fell in love with Scotland. And since then, we've always been joking about the two of us like moving to Scotland together one day. So I actually picked out 4 things to do in Scotland, and that too. I was looking up famous filming locations in the UK, and I stumbled upon this steam train riding through the Highlands of Scotland, and it's called the Jacobite steam train. It is actually marketed as the Hogwarts Express. And as a bonus, it actually drives by Loch Ness, which is the next thing on my list. I always wanted to visit Loch Ness, but I never did. Also, while researching, I found this terrifying article about scientists believing that Nessie might be this giant eel. Okay, the next thing is the Camera Obscura and World of Illusions, which is kind of like this tourist attraction fun house. And I looked up a bunch of photos about this place, and just imagine drinking a couple of beers before going in there. I think that would be a really fun experience. The last thing I want to talk about today is Galloway Forest Park. It is the largest forest park in Britain, and I stumbled upon it because of the Scottish Dark Sky Observatory, which sounded so cool, but I decided to do some additional research earlier today and I discovered that it actually burned down recently. But we could still visit Galloway Forest Park. It is one of the best places to observe the night sky in the UK. And I think that sounds really cool. As far as I understood, they have like guided tours there. They take you to the best places to watch the night sky, and that sounds really beautiful. Okay, Laura, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed my list and have a great week. I'll see you on Thursday.